The hours of service changes are here. Are you ready? I've got them right here. Let's get into it right now. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers, and I'm Mark, your hours of service host. All right, today, FMCSA announced hours of service changes. I was considering vaping for 20 minutes before getting into any content, but look, let's get right into it, all right? I think that'd be better. All right, so here we go. You ready? You're sitting down, get a pen and paper. 3, 2, 1, here they are. The first one, 30-minute break, all right. The 30-minute break. They're going to change it so that you need 8 hours of uninterrupted drive time before you need a 30-minute break. Now, it wasn't explained well, of course, right? 8 hours of does that mean if you have 7 hours of uninterrupted time? I don't know. Okay. And by the way, the break can be done on duty. That's correct. They said you do not have to take a 30-minute off-duty break. It can be on duty. So in your first 8 hours, if you have 30 minutes on duty somewhere, you got a break. All right. They should explain that better. We'll look into that, see if we can get a better explanation from them. Split sleeper, let's talk about it. 7 hours minimum, 7 hours, okay? And a 2-hour minimum, at least as the shortest part. All right. Neither part counts against your 14 hours. So you won't have to do only 8 and 2, it can be 7 and 3. All right. So that's a little bit of help for split sleeper people. Here's one that a lot of people were interested in. They are going to allow up to one off-duty break that has to be at least 30 minutes and up to 3 hours, but you can't split it, okay? So one time during your day, and that will stop your clock. This is another proposal, okay? So you can take a break sometime during your shift, your 14 hours, of between 30 minutes and 3 hours off duty, and it stops your clock as long as you take a full 10-hour at the end of your shift. Meaning, if you're splitting, you're in a split, you won't be able to use this, all right? Well, not a lot of people split, but it's an important distinction. So at the end of that time, say you took a 3-hour off duty and you were 17 hours then, right? For the day, you will be required to take a full 10-hour break. You won't be able to say, all right, at the end of this, I'm splitting it. It's not going to be allowed. So that, a lot of people were interested in that. I'll have commentary on these at the end, so hang around. Because there's more. There's a backside of the yellow sheet. The backside of the sheet is coming. They're going to modify the adverse driving conditions to extend up to 2 hours max window for driving. So you get 13 hours of drive time under this modified adverse driving condition. And what will happen is they're going to expand the definition of adverse driving. Okay, so that's what's going to happen, and you'll be able to use that more to get more 2 hours, up to 2 hours a day more of drive time. All right, not a lot of people use that either, but it's in there. What else do we have? Short haul. All right, short haul, you short haul drivers. Now, right now it's 12 hours. You have to be back in 12 hours. They're going to change that to 14 hours. All right, and it's 100 air miles right now. That will go to 150 air miles for short haul exemption, where you won't need a logbook. Now, that'll also be up to your company. They can still require you to log. So it's still company specific, but if a company allows it and you meet these requirements, you'll not be required to have an ELD or log or anything like that, all right? Those are the proposed changes. Let's talk about especially this one with the off duty, the 30 minutes up to 3 hours. If you watch my channel at all, I'm not a fan of it. Why? Because this is just going to extend people's days without getting their pay extended. Companies will expect you then to sit around in a dock or whatever and use this time. Now, you can argue with them about it, of course, but that's how it's going to work in practicality. So I don't want a day extended. I mean, you want to work 17 hours a day, really. That's my take on it. And a lot of people are going to like it. You can use it for traffic or whatever. Remember, that is unpaid time. Now, at the end of the week, it may get you home sooner or something like that. That's true. I just don't like time extended without pay extended. I wish this would have come with a mandatory, at least drivers should be the same as everybody else on laws where we're required to be paid for our time, that kind of thing. If everybody else is everybody that works here, right, is under these laws, the kids that work in here or whatever have to get paid for the time, drivers should as well. So That's going to help people, but I'm not a fan of it. You know, the 30-minute break I always thought was ridiculous. I thought they would take it out, but you know, they didn't take it out, but kind of took it where it's going to be a lot easier to use. If you can do an off-duty break on duty, basically your 30-minute break can be on duty, I think that's going to make it a lot easier for drivers. Now, how will this flesh out? I think we all know how people are going to be taking this break. But hey, right, who's to say what they do? I'm sure people take it. Maybe it'll stop the drivers from taking their breaks on the side of the road, which I saw, you know, just the other day I was out and I'm like, I counted, there were like 7 trucks, you know, in 4 hours on the side of the road. And you can't tell me they're all broke down. They're taking a 30-minute break on the shoulder. That needs to end. Drivers that do that should be fired, certainly. It's super unsafe. Oh my gosh. But maybe this will help and get it a little bit safer. Will anybody sue? Who knows what's up in the future? Do safety groups, are they going to be mad about it and sad and everything? Probably. Drivers or whatever. Look, how that happens, we'll keep up with it. But that's the rules. What do you think about the rules? Good, bad, indifferent? What is your opinion of these new rules? And I'll have a link in the description so you can go check out the article on CDL Life, of course, right? To see it for yourself. That's how they are. Is it going to help you? Hurt you? Will you make more? Will you make less? I want to know all of it, all right? Write to me, write it in the description, or, you know, in the comments. Let's talk about it. And we'll, of course, talk about this on the live show on Monday at 1 p.m. It's going to be all over everywhere. It's going to hit the fan like, you know, stuff that you can't even imagine. Like a jug at the back of a truck stop, all right? We'll be back soon with more Trucking Answers.